Okay, so next we will go ahead and prep these carrots and get ready to glaze them. So what I'm going to do is peel them. I have my peeler here, and then I will slice them into rounds, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have cut the carrots, well, I've peeled them, cut them up, rinsed them off, and now they're in my deep fryer. And so I'm going to go ahead and let me get the fire going. I'm going to start them out on like a medium heat, and I'm going to add to them, starting out with 1 cup of water. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar, and let me get my little knife here. I have a stick of butter here, so I'm going to start with half of it. So I'll do maybe 4 teaspoons of butter, or tablespoons of butter rather, 4 tablespoons of butter. There we go. So since I just put the pan on, this is not hot yet, so I'm gonna give this a chance to warm up and kind of start simmering. And then I'll make sure that I mix everything together and the carrots are coated nicely. So I will give this a chance to warm up, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so the butter has melted, so I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. Oop, I went a little bit over, but that's okay. This is pure vanilla extract. So we have that, and I'm going to add just a dash of salt. And this is sea salt, so I'm just adding a quick little sprinkle there of sea salt. And then we'll stir it all together. And I'm going to let this just simmer for about 10 minutes or so, then I'll come back and stir it. But you can see my carrots are kind of thick cut, so these are going to take a little bit longer to cook. Some of them are going to take longer than others. I didn't cut them evenly. Probably should have, but that's okay. We'll just let them cook down until everything is nice and tender. Now I'm trying to make sure that everything is kind of submerged in the liquid. We may add about a half cup more of water, but I'm going to let them cook down for a bit, because as they soften they will shrink down some, so I think it'll be fine. So I'll get the lid and cover this and let them, you can see they're starting to have a soft boil. That's how you want it, over medium heat. So in 10 minutes I'll come back and check on it, kind of stir them around a bit, and yeah, so we'll be back. Okay, so it's been a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check on the carrots and kind of stir them around a bit. They're still pretty tough, so that's fine. I'm gonna just make sure, like I did, I'm just making sure that everything is kind of submerged in the liquid, or at least semi-submerged, especially the thicker pieces, the ones that I can see that are very thick. I definitely want to make sure those are submerged. in the liquid. So I'll just let these continue to simmer for another 10 to 15 minutes or so, or at least until they're tender. However long as it takes for them to become tender, then that's how long I'll let them simmer. So we'll be back. Okay guys, and these carrots are completely ready. They are very tender, so I'm going to turn them off. You can see they're just kind of sliding off the fork. They are still ready. So my heat was turned down to low because I wanted to just let them simmer for a bit. So they've been going for about 30 minutes and I think they are completely ready. So I'm going to go ahead and turn them off, and I'll let them sit here for a few more minutes to cool, and then I will transfer them to a serving dish and to place in the refrigerator for tomorrow. So let me take you guys in a little bit closer for a closer look. These carrots look amazing, and guys, I have to say they smell amazing, and I did sample one and they taste so delicious. It's like, these are literally like candied carrots. They're not just glazed carrots, these are candied carrots. They are so delicious. So okay, that is it for the carrots. And so I still have to make my stuffing, or my cornbread dressing is what we call it. So I'm going to get busy on that. So because I'm not going to use chicken like I did the last time in my previous video where I showed you how to make cornbread dressing with chicken. Since I'll be doing it without that, this time I'm just going to use chicken broth. So it will be easier and faster. So it'll just be a matter of baking the cornbread and getting it all together. So